Even this doesn't look like it's supposed to be the Horus that Silence brought Hades, though.
This is it. Location of the coordinates I scanned from the spire.
He was like on a...
The workshop underneath a dead Horus Titan.
Unless it was up
Just the kind
there.
of place Silence would slink away to. But what was he doing here?
Yeah, maybe he was up there,
See my stash later.
then came down. Please, for the love of God, give me an audio recording of something. Thank you.
Poor Hades. So cramped in there. No room to think. You can't even speak. Now the processing orb of a Titan, on the other hand, well, you're used to that. But once I load you on that, you'll be so much more comfortable. Until interrogations begin anyway.
What the hell is he doing? This is gonna be some weird thing where we like try and save Hades because it's not really Hades' fault because somebody like sent the code to break him and make him do everything.
Some kind of log.
Well, you can talk about it in a second. Day 1. Despite my concerns about missing couplings, it was relatively simple to install Hades' processing orb. The subject appears to be fully conscious and completely helpless, even though it will never divulge its content willingly. Ergo, it's time for experimentation. Day 2. My initial attempts at conversion have failed. Patience is an order, it's self-aware, so it can suffer. All it takes is the correct stimulus at sufficient intensity. Day 5. Success. The irony is delicious. Various forms of data produced comfort the subject, but none more so than natural imagery. Holographic representations of plants and animals work best. The more vivid, the better. The effect appears to be excruciating. One loop in particular of rabbits hopping through a field of flowers produced paroxysms of agony. That's a new one. Google it. Very soon, I believe the subject will become compliant. Day 6, I've extracted some fascinating technical effects on Gaia's data structure, specifically how her heuristic matrix interweaved with her subordinate functions. Yet the more I learn about the system's intended workings, and especially Hades' relatively simple role as an extinction failsafe, the more I wonder about the signal that corrupted it. What could have possibly transformed a low-level machine intelligence into a fully conscious super entity capable of strategic planning, deceit, and even genocide? Some form of previously unknown Pharaoh software, perhaps. That's kind of what I'm wondering. But I don't see how such technology can be sufficiently advanced, unless further technical discoveries were made after the destruction of the biosphere, perhaps by survivors in Elysium. It all seems far-fetched. Back to the course then. Eventually Hades will tell me what I want to know. Day 7. It appears that my coercive efforts come at significant cost. Hades' digital convulsions produce waves of feedback that corrupt data structures, and the effect is accelerating. The interrogation is quite literally disintegrating its mind piece by piece. By the time I'm done, there will be little left. No matter, the data I've extracted and will continue to extract is worth any price, as long as I can access it all before the subject becomes the electronic equivalent of a holdout. So we're not going to be able to. Like, there is going to be no Hades. Day 10. Finally, the revelation I've been seeking has revealed itself, astonishing and terrifying, even to me. With it, the seeds of a plan have formed within my mind. The next few months will test my capacity more than any previous challenge. I'll have to stretch my intellect, reach higher, and dig deeper than ever before. Yet, yes, I'm confident it will help. Oh my. Day 12. My work here is done. I've learned all I can. Hades deserves no pity, but it is indeed in a pitiful state. Time to relocate it to a more impressive position for its date with destiny. About that, Aloy still hasn't returned to Meridian nor learned of my route. Will, only a matter of time. And then the pieces begin to fall into place.
Redacted. It looks like Silence put a lot of work into forcing Hades to talk.
Okay, there's a workbench. Okay. Here we go.
It looks like the coordinates Silence gave me match that wreckage. Did he install Hades on another Titan?
Oh,
Some kind of red
More broken shit. I didn't think about the fact that I could get up here. Just... No, I'm not. Oh, there is. Bro. Okay. It just keeps telling me to go here, though. Find something about using the workbench? I feel like I am. No? Oh. There should actually... What? There's that. Nope. You know, I did...
Device is blinking. I guess Silence wants me to check it out.
I forgot, yeah, that was there.
Aloy, consider this message a beacon to help guide you out of the fog of ignorance. Using explosives, I've detached the processing orb from the Titan overhead, a perfect cage for our mutual friend, Hades, in order to render it cooperative. Tell her what we've discussed about the mysterious signal that gave you life. Signal only meant for me. Signal was received for 7.22 years and ceased. Cannot compromise. Gaia reboot. But entities will still fail. Back to that, are you? Perhaps you need a reminder that you have failed. So you see, Aloy, Gaia can be safely rebooted. As for where to find a backup, well, you'll need to trot along after me to find out.
He thinks he's got it all figured out. Bastard. And I guess there's only one way to find out where he moved the orb.
Okay, yeah, hold on. We're going back to that. Yeah, see, like, that's literally the audio one I've found so far. That's so weird. This is the signal only meant for me. Signal received for 17.22 years. And C. Cannot compromise Gaia free. So it almost sounds like the signal was received basically until like Aloy wiped him out. And then it like disconnected, just stopped. Remember, the signal happened, he broke free, Gaia created Aloy. And not compromise Gaia. But what I'm trying to figure out is like, is he saying like the signal was that he cannot compromise? Or is he saying like now that it is ceased, he cannot compromise Gaia? I'm kind of lost there. little confusing. Choice of words was thing. I guess keep following the giant hole,
Well, I better
assuming
see where this trail leads.
you know, the orb being dragged around.
So here I am, following along after Silence like a fool. After he tricked me by rigging his lance to steal Hades. A crazy AI that wants to kill everything. He couldn't just let me do the same thing and destroy it? And now I'm gonna have to put up with more of his self-righteous bull.
Weird.
Can't override that now. Need to get data from the cauldron if I can find one.
You can't be giving me random enemies to deal with now. I also don't want to leave you guys hanging suddenly either. Oh, I want to know what's going on. Yeah. Okay. What?
Oh, give it up already.
You're not the bird. You're those other ones. Well, that's because that was a regular fucking glint hawk. It looked bigger than a regular. Oh, hi.
Can't set it on that.
Where'd the other one come from?
Okay, better.
Whatever. Criticals are a lot harder to do now because it doesn't care if like you're in the middle of a combo. It holds the combo. That's bring it, dude. So much bad duty right here. Following the ball. Would have brought them out if I'd known
Silence must
for
be
this part.
pretty confident he's found a backup of Gaia, but how? Every place I've checked, every lead, they've all been dead ends. All backups purged. So what did Hades tell him?
Him?
A merchant. Didn't expect to see anyone else out here. It might be handy to resupply. My focus
Oh
is detecting
there!
some kind of
What's
local
Honora
beacon.
doing this far west? Ah, no matter, no matter. I can get you stocked up for the wild.
Yep. Oh. He just keeps breaking the goddamn dude.
Hold the hammer.
So much
That's
shit in this game. I was hoping this is where I was supposed to be. Oh, hiding. Oh, okay. There's blue lights and something big. I thought it was. That's a black box that I cannot get right now. Dude, there's way too much crap going on in this environment. Not gonna lie, kinda need to go back to the old days of the game. This, maybe back to the first one. There wasn't quite this much extra shit. I feel like I'm just basically exploring like the entire map all at one time. Oh. More nice. Oh, hey, there's one of those things. Eh. Okay, don't care. Thanks, bud. Give me a mount. This is ridiculous. Come on, Clarence. I didn't plan to stream longer tonight. The bottom of this. I cannot figure out what the hell is on.
Looks like the trail goes into the hillside.
Okay, man. Here. On another workbench. There's workbench.
A ruin. Okay. Let's see where this goes.
Oh, oh.
I guess Silence used that machine to haul his prize.
That looks like one of the little triceratops things, but I haven't seen.
That must be the orb Silence stuck Hades in. And that door. Looks like a Pharaoh facility. Or a Zero Dawn.
Oh. Of course, he's all jacked up now.
Hades? Is that you?
System threat detected.
You don't look so good.
You are the AI come to destroy me.
Yes. Permanently this time. Even like this, you're a threat to Gaia. Once I resurrect her.
So you have not yet secured Gaia back up. Then Gaia is dead. Earth and you too. Despite malfunctions, I have won.
Oh, yeah. God damn it. I really should have just stopped. It's gonna be a bit longer than this way. Like, that's what I get for doing the story. But I was like, you know what? I didn't do much story lately. I should be doing story stuff. And what do? I don't really do story stuff until the last damn second.
What did silence do to you, Hades? It's like you've been hollowed out.
Silence interrogated me.
And what did you tell him?
Data era memory structures disintegrate.
You don't remember any of it?
I remember you.
What, like me beating you at the spire?
Let's not.
Okay, that's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Do you know where Silence went?
No, he departed 12.8 days ago. Perhaps Data era behavior prediction structures disintegrated.
So you don't know anything more than I do. Great.
Oh my god. Like, replaced everything.
Do you know why Silence dragged you to these ruins?
Silence intended you find me here.
Obviously. But why? What was this place?
Location is where data era memory structures disintegrating. My deathbed. He called it my grave.
But you...
Guess I'll find out when we
Guess
go.
I'll find out when I go inside.
Okay. About the other stuff.
When the mysterious signal transformed you, it made Gaia's other subordinate functions conscious too. You escaped when Gaia destroyed herself, but so did they. Where did they go?
Each function migrated to coordinates based on data era
Dude.
memory structures disintegrated.
Bunch of crazed AIs, scattered who knows where, doing who knows what. Hephaestus kills thousands every year with the combat machines it keeps making. And you nearly ended the world. 7 more functions out there, cooking up trouble. It's not a happy thought.
You are unhappy. Good.
Anyone ever tell you you've got a great personality, Hades?
Sarcasm detected.
Yeah, didn't think so.
Wait, what? Hold on. Whoa. 10-minute timeout. Come on now. Hold on, my pendle dude. Let me see if I can figure out why you just got hit for 10 minutes, like no reason. I don't like. Oh. Actually, you know what? I'll take that because it was just a viewer by bot thing. Okay, yeah, never mind. That works for me.
Silence questioned you about the mysterious signal. The one that woke you, gave you consciousness. Who sent it?
Signal transmitted by masters.
And who are they?
Masters woke me to destroy earthly life.
Who would want that?
Data era memory structures disintegrated.
Silence got the information he wanted, and now she's still stuck, and we have to go after Silence. Only he knows these things now.
Silence asked you where to find a backup of Gaia.
God.
Right. Because that would have been easy.
Alright. Done.
Enough. It's time to finish this.
Does Aloy still think she can restore Gaia? Save life on Earth?
Yeah, Aloy does.
Then you are defeated. Extinction inevitable.
What would you know, Hades? Twice you tried to destroy life on Earth, and twice you failed. The only extinction you ever brought about is your own. And there's no tricked-out plans to save you this time.
You are incorrect. 3 times Hades extinction.
What? You remember this?
Yes, data intact. Non-violent
Ah.
biospheres aborted in years 25421612168.
So, that's centuries ago. It's what you were designed to do.
Biosphere is version 5. There will be no version 6.
There won't need to be. I'm saving this one.
Master Override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated.
Dude.
Extinction protocol.
Okay. Green screen. Well then.
Aloy, I see you've dealt with Hades.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Where did it quit?
Think maybe you can stay dead this time?
It will. You can trust.
Trust?
Yes. Trust. As in, since I did what you could never do, and extracted all of Hades' priceless knowledge, you can trust that I was willing to actually let you destroy it this time.
So back to holograms instead of face-to-face? What, afraid I'd stab you or something?
There's a reason
And using the same spyware. I see, so all those times I called, you could have just answered? But I guess you just prefer to go on spying all this time.
My world stopped revolving around you months ago, Aloy. I've had work to do. Countless hours of research, as demanding and time-intensive as it has been critical to the fate of this planet.
Right, of course. You're just trying to save the world too.
That's right. The difference, of course, is that unlike you, I've produced results.
Did you find a backup of Gaia or not?
Oh, yes. I believe I did.
Where?
Voila. Why
Huh.
do you think I summoned you here? Behind that gene-locked hatch lie the ruins of the ancient facility where the Hades extinction protocol was perfected. A testing process that ran hundreds of trials, each of them using a backup of Gaia.
Hades told you this?
It took some convincing, but yes. So, are you ready to go get what you've
Okay.
been searching for the last 6 months? Or are you just going to stop?
Finally, we're getting like the real story. Bless.
Just to confirm, Hades said that there are backups of Gaia in there.
Yes. Or were anyway. 1,000 years ago.
Backups that didn't get purged when Ted Farrow wiped every copy of Apollo.
Correct. According to Hades, this facility could not be accessed by remote signal. Not even Ted Farrow could touch the data here.
Backups. Data complete, Gaia and her.
I'm hoping I didn't hit the like last
Everything needed
comment
to reboot
thing.
the system. Restore control over the
Didn't do
terraforming system.
right when I
save
didn't
life
mean
on
for it
Earth.
to.
And there.
So Hades said. So what are you waiting for?
Okay, thank God. Because yeah, it's like I heard it bloop, right at the last second. Please tell me, for the love of God, I did not need to.
You mentioned
And
you've been busy,
Exceptionally busy.
but not so busy you couldn't teach Tanakh rebels to override machines, ride them as mounts.
Aloy, the only issue you should be concerned about is obtaining a Gaia backup. Perhaps if you focused more, you might actually see results.
That's not exactly a denial,
that, the
Silence.
fact is, what did it have to do with you getting it?
Did Hades reveal the source of the mysterious signal? The one that woke it, tried to destroy life on Earth?
Yes, it did.
Care to share?
In due time. First things first, Aloy. Last I checked, you still had a super-intelligent AI named Gaia to reboot.
Yeah. The same Gaia who had to destroy herself 20 years ago because of the signal?
It stopped being transmitted years ago. It's no longer a threat.
What if it repeats?
It won't. Even if it did, well... The details are complicated, but the signal required Hades to take effect. Delete Hades from any backup you reboot, and Gaia's safe. Now stop wasting time. Go get a backup.
True, because there would be more Hades essentially. It's another backup of Gaia with all of the process.
All right. I'll search the facility for a Gaia backup. But just to be clear, Silence, if this ends up being another one of your tricks...
It's a gene-locked hatch, Aloy. You're literally the only person who can open it. How could I set a trap inside?
Trick me again, Silence, and our next conversation will be face-to-face. Though you won't have much to say, on account of my spear being buried in your throat.
Aloy, thanks to me, everything you desired, everything you've been fumbling about, unable to achieve for 6 months, is now within your grasp. Now, I know you didn't learn much about manners growing up a Nora outcast. But in a situation like this, you say thank you, and I say you're welcome.
Okay. Yeah, should have waited and done this tomorrow. Because now I'm going to have to stop, and we'll find out what's in the door tomorrow. We're going to go back out and go save.
Where do you think you're going?
Bruh. I got shit to do. All the fact that they bitched at me for leaving. I'm literally gonna come right back tomorrow. Right back. Oh, okay, yeah, I can vibe. Alright. Yep, we're gonna go ahead and call it there. So, all of you wonderful people, thank you for hanging out. Always a pleasure. Your face. Yes, in a way. Meg D, thank you again so much for the follow. Always appreciated. And I remember I will see you guys tomorrow, and I will be taking Wednesday off. So we'll try and maybe do some more focusing on the main story so that we get a little more juicy content for tomorrow's stream. And then I guess I'll be back Thursday to keep going. So anyway, guys, thank you again. You're all awesome. And I...